Hello, this is Living Free with Paleo. We are
Scott.
And I'm Kim. And today we're gonna make one of my recipes. It's been about a couple months ago. I really wanted like some fudge or a brownie stuff. And so I tried to throw stuff together to see what I could come up with, and I have a great recipe. And the good thing is that I've made this a couple of times, and each time it's been a little different. And so I'll show you how I like it is more of a cake, like more of a brownie, but there's also a way to make it more like a fudge candy bar treat. And I'm going to show you both ways to do that today. And the greatest thing, there's no baking, super simple, and it comes together in just minutes. So,
And it's delicious.
and it's delicious. We both love it.
And the grandkids love it.
Even, yes, my grandkids who are very picky and eat way too much sugar, they came over and they wanted more and more. The other thing is it's loaded with good, healthy fats. And that's the other part why I make it a regular thing, because it's still, even though there is some honey and there's some dates in there, it's still pretty low in sugar, but it's loaded with good, healthy fats, and you'll see the recipe. So why don't we go ahead and get started with that? All right, right now what we have is a half a cup of sun butter. Now, sun butter is not AIP compliant, but tiger nut butter is. If you've been able to reintroduce sun butter, there's no sugar added. It's just the sunflower seeds. So about a half a cup. And again, I've said this on every video, I am not one that measures, so it took me a while. I just throw things in. But this has been the best measurement. About a half a cup of sun butter or tiger nut butter, depending on where you're at. If you're doing AIP, if you're doing paleo, if you like almond butter, or even if you have natural peanut butter. The next thing is I'm going to say just a little bit less than a quarter cup of coconut oil. You don't want it full.
So just a couple tablespoons.
So just a little bit less than a quarter cup. And you're going to do the same thing with coconut butter. Coconut butter, if you have never had coconut butter, oh my goodness, it is so good. This is a treat in itself. Whoops. And you're going to do the same thing. A little bit less than a quarter cup. A little more. So, see? Put it all in the pan. Take these and put them in the sink, and let me clean my mess up here just a second. Okay. And then you're going to add a little bit of honey. We use some raw local honey. Oops, and it's sealed pretty well. And this is less than a teaspoon. This is really all that I use, just to put a little bit in there. I hate wasting it. Scrape it off. Put that in there. And then you're going to turn it on. Just turn it on low because this will heat really fast. You're going to let that just all heat up and liquefy. Get it all mixed in together. And then what you're going to do, this is just carob powder. And you're going to put a couple tablespoons of that. Stir that in. So you can see really with the sunflower butter, the coconut oil, the coconut butter, all the good healthy fats that are in it. There's just a little bit of honey and then I'm going to add just about a half a scoop of, it's the Vital Proteins beef gelatin. And this just helps it set up and hold its shape. But the gelatin is also really good for your hair, skin, nails, joints. And that is what I really love about this way of eating, because even when you're getting treats, every part of it is good for your body. So you have that all melted, all mixed together. And I'm just cleaning up my mess a little bit here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the pan, come on over. Whoops, let me just here. In the food processor, these dates are already cleaned and pitted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now remember how I said earlier that sometimes you'll get more cake-like and be more like brownies, and that's with about 10 in here. And the other thing, if you only put about 8, it gets hardened more like a fudge and comes out more like a candy bar after you let it sit. So then you just put the dates in there. You pour the liquid mixture over top. And the funny thing is, this recipe, I make like a version of no-bake cookies too with this recipe too. We'll have to show that later. So if you have these things on hand, you can make quite a few variations. Okay, so we have that. What I'm gonna do is put the lid on. And then I just put it on low for a few seconds. All right. Now, if you're gonna look, see this is a little more liquidy than I like it. So I want to make it. if you made it like this, you can see, I'll pull this out again. You can see it's a little runny in there. What I'm gonna do is put that in there, and I'm gonna add just a couple more dates.
But if you left it like that, it would be your fudge variation.
Yes. Yes, thanks, Scott. This would be more the fudge. I'm just gonna put 3 more in there. And so see what this looks like. And just hit it. I'm gonna hit it on low again for, you can see it thickening up already. See? And this is a recipe you can't really mess up because you'll either have brownies or fudge. And how can that be bad? Okay. Whoops. And then just take it, put it in the glass dish. I think I would cut back a little bit more, maybe just do a couple tablespoons of the coconut oil and the coconut butter. Instead of the 1/4 cup, do just a little bit less if you want it a little thicker. But all you do is put this in the refrigerator for an hour or so. It's better, the longer you let it sit, the better it gets, kind of thing. So you just put this in. And I'll leave that there. And here is one we made yesterday. You can see it gets firm. But see, there it is. And it is so good. It is a sweet treat. It's not overly sweet. It takes away kind of when you want something that's like chocolate that feels like a treat. These are great just for that, and that's all it took. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, and give us a like. If you have any ideas or thoughts, please share them with us, and we will see you later.